Rocket League. It is a game based on speed and precise movements. When a game is based on such things, you are very prone to making mistakes. With mistakes comes frustration. With frustration comes poor decision making. You need to break this cycle. You need a strong mental game. What is going on, guys? Horizon here. We all know that getting tilted in any game can cause huge issues in terms of your quality of play. However, there are times when it is impossible to keep yourself from getting frustrated. So, how do you fix this? What can you do to keep your head in the game and not think about all the mistakes that are happening? Today, we are going to discuss the 3 best things you can do to bring your frustration levels down and to keep yourself in the game. But, before we do that, I want to talk about the one thing that all frustrations can be tied to. It is no secret that things can be a lot more frustrating when you are worried about losing something. For most of us, in terms of Rocket League, that something is our rank. We have worked so hard to get where we are, and it can be incredibly frustrating to watch what we have worked for slip away. Now, a simple solution to this problem is just to not care about your rank. But I think a better way to phrase this is to set goals for yourself that do not revolve around winning or losing. Give yourself something to strive to achieve, so that even if you are losing, there is still a goal for you to reach. Maybe you want to be more aware of your teammates' positioning. Maybe you want to get better at air dribbles. Whatever it may be, if you can focus on something else other than winning and losing, the meaning of rank quickly fades away. Now, that advice may have helped some of you, but for others, it doesn't matter how hard you try, but you cannot help but get frustrated when things go wrong. So, let's take a look at some ways that you can mitigate that frustration. This is the simplest thing that you can try. If things are not going well in a certain playlist, maybe it is time to move on to a different one. I do not remember where I saw it now, but a while ago, I learned about what I like to call the 3-life rule. This is a rule that you can put in place so that your rank doesn't spiral into oblivion in one night. The rule works like this. When you first get into a playlist, you have 3 lives. Every time you lose a game, you lose a life. If you ever win 2 games in a row, you gain a life back. Once you lose all 3 lives, it is time to move on to something else. You can use this rule in each playlist, and once you lose all 3 lives in one playlist, you can start again with all 3 lives in another. If things seem to be going really bad, it is probably a good idea to switch to something that you won't care if you lose. Like Unranked or an extra mode that you never play are great options that allow you to just have fun with it, without the stress that ranked standard Rocket League causes a lot of people. Playing actual games causing you trouble? Not a problem. If you can no longer stand to actually play matches, it might be time to unwind with some training, where there is no stress whatsoever. If you somehow manage to get frustrated in training, you may want to consider putting the controller down, but more on that in a bit. I have found that when the actual game is driving you insane, hopping into some form of training is a great way to mentally reset. One of my favorite things to do is to hop into a slow motion match with unlimited boost. Here, you can really take time to think about the touches you make and see how different touches impact the ball. Since everything is moving so slowly, this is really a relaxing exercise. If you have tried changing playlists and doing some sort of training, and you still find yourself feeling frustrated, it may be time to progress to the third option. At the end of the day, Rocket League is a video game. It is meant to be fun. If you are getting to the point that the frustration you are experiencing is outweighing the fun you are having, it is time to put the controller down and take a step back for a bit. How long that break lasts is really up to you. Could be an hour, a day, a week, or even more. During the time you are away, you should try to do things that take your mind off of this game. If you take a break but find yourself constantly thinking about Rocket League, it is just going to bring your mind back to the frustration you felt. Then, once you have had enough time to clear your mind, you can hopefully return to having fun in a game that is an absolute blast to play. Doing these things can help to greatly reduce the stress and frustration that you may experience. However, the best way to mitigate frustration is to not let yourself get frustrated in the first place. As I mentioned at the start of this video, set goals for yourself that do not revolve around winning and losing, and you can see a massive change in your mentality, which, in turn, will help you play better overall. So thank you everybody so much for watching, I greatly appreciate it, and I do hope you got something out of this. As always, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. See you later, guys.